This is Howard Walensky for Skype, and I'm speaking with Clay Cooper, who's the CEO of SpeakShop, and he's in Portland, Oregon. And Clay, what is SpeakShop?
We enable Spanish students from all over the world to be able to video conference with Spanish instructors in Central America, Guatemala and Nicaragua right now.
And how did you happen to start this business?
Well, I went down to Guatemala in 1998 and I was 31 years old and needed to learn to speak Spanish, and I went to an immersion program, and for the first time in my life I was learning to speak Spanish. It was going very well, and uh, things happened, and I ended up at the home of one of my tutors and realized that he lived in a essentially state of poverty. And I was kind of struck by that because here's a guy who was university educated, very smart, worked hard, and he was very good at instructing. He was very good at it. There was a skill to that. And yet he wasn't earning a fair wage. And I think, being raised in the United States, you're brought up with that mentality that if you do those things, you're going to get ahead in life, and he just wasn't. And so after a period of time, I realized, the problem is that the reason why he's not earning a fair wage is there just wasn't enough demand for his service. And in '98, you could see with the internet coming along that video conferencing was going to be available. And so 2004, my wife and I kicked off the business and found some tutors, and with a partner in Guatemala at an immersion school, and launched the business. So that's how we got started.
Well, one of the issues down there too is it's sort of seasonal too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very good point. Yeah, and that is just it. The tourist season is pretty. They have a number of students during the summertime, and then throughout the rest of the year, it's very spotty. One of our tutors told me the other day there was a period of time she didn't have a student for 6 weeks, and so SpeakShop was her only form of income during that time period.
Now, SpeakShop uses Skype. How does Skype fit in?
Well, we had, for when we first started, Skype video wasn't available yet. It was only audio, and so we had our own Flash-based video conferencing application, and people would use that. And then Skype came along, and a number of people started using Skype because it works extremely well, and also it made it easier for people to start using our service because they were already familiar with video conferencing through Skype. And so they can come in and they can use our website to find a tutor, make a reservation, pay the tutor, and then when it's time for their lesson, they just go ahead and connect with their tutor via Skype.
Now, there's the student, there's also the tutor. The students probably are pretty computer literate. What's the story with the tutors?
Right, and that was a bit of a challenge when we first got started. They had some skills with the computer. Some of the tutors we work with don't really have many skills or much skills, and so we would have to do some development, some training. But they picked it up very quickly, and now at this point, after they've been in front of the computer for a couple of years, they are able to answer some questions, help some people configure their microphone or their headset if need be, and they're becoming pretty computer savvy, if you will.
Now, Clay, if somebody wanted to use SpeakShop, how do they go about it?
You can just go right to our website, worldwideweb.speaksshop.com, and we've got a free trial button right there. You click on that, fill out a one-page registration. Let us know what your goals, your objectives are for studying Spanish, and you don't even need to give us a credit card. You can come right in and make a reservation with the tutor.
You know what? I think I'm going to do it.
That sounds great.
So, yo listo.
Qué bueno.
Okay. Well, muchas gracias, señor.
Yeah, igualmente.
Adiós.
Adios.